It's good to be here in Milton Keynes. Hey! With the sun is shining. The sun is shining as well. That's a beautiful thing.
What kind of got you involved? What triggered that political activism?
I think I was an argumentative kid. I became a prefect. I was made a prefect when I was 12, and I was deputy head of school. I thought I should have been head of school, but I was deputy head of school. But a lot of kids didn't like me because I was appointed by the head teacher, and they said, you're in charge of this. And I wasn't elected. I was not elected by my group. But I tried to be fair. I always tried to be fair. I said, look, we've got to do this at this time. We have to do that at that time. I was always trying to do this fairness thing. And I always thought in my head, okay, I'm going to go into performing. I want to do that. But I was holding the idea that maybe I would go into politics at some time. I didn't know how you couldn't do both. That doesn't make sense. And in fact, I'm going to have to close down my whole career in 5 years' time. But fairness is what I think. That's what grabs me.
Not very into politics.
No.
But did you feel inspired by Eddie Izzard today?
Yeah, like I liked how he was talking about helping out the younger generation instead of like focusing on the older generation.
What do you think about a celebrity getting involved in politics and influencing your vote?
It made me more interested in it. Like, I never really was interested before, but now he's come in, I'm kind of like, oh, I know a bit more now.
Yeah, it was quite good to see a kind of another opinion on it, especially because he's well known within kind of everyone.
You asked a rather special question, didn't you?
Yes.
What was it?
I asked where he got his nails done.
Why do you want to ask that?
I just thought his nails were so interesting, and like for him to come in and like with his acrylics done, like expressing himself, like I love nails and everything, so I thought that was really good.
Well, I'm not really into politics that much, so I don't really know a lot about it, but it seemed pretty helpful, especially when they asked about the educational side of it and about the NHS and everything. I thought that was pretty like educational and everything.
What issues are you concerned about in the election?
If the wrong person gets elected and things sort of go downhill, like from the things that I've heard, I don't want to badmouth anyone, but things that I've heard from other people, Ed Miliband doesn't seem like as the best person for it, really.
Well, to start with, it was very inspiring, and I didn't expect him to say everything he did. Some of it I expected because of such a big fan of his normal work. I just, it's something I wasn't expecting.
Who's registered to vote here? Anyone? Great. You as well. Vote for yourself, my encouragement. If you've got ideas in your head, in your heart, go for them. Really do go for them, because we can all do more than we can think we can do.
What has the reaction been like in Milton Keynes College today?
It was great. Lots of young people interested, asking questions. I don't know, you can never quite tell. They probably said, you've got to go there. Okay, that's fine. But still, they seemed to be paying attention and up for it. And I asked just the performing arts students how many people were registered to vote. And that's great, because I'm here to support Andrew Pakes, and it's Milton Keynes South, and Emily also in Milton Keynes North. Both Labour Party candidates, and I'm encouraging people just above all to vote, because people fought and died for the vote. So young people to get involved and use their vote. And Labour Party, I think, is fairer for young people. We're trying to do things that are really going to help. If they're going to university, if they're going on higher education, we're bringing the fees straight down in the first year. They come down from 9,000 to 6,000. So, I just believe in a fairer Britain, so that's why I'm with this party.
You seem genuinely excited. Do you not get a bit fed up? You've been to 54 constituencies.
54. I'm glad you know this number, 54. Yes, because I'm counting them as they go up. No, I think I'm actually getting more energized as I'm going around, because I did run some marathons a while back. I'm now on more constituencies than marathons, but I'm getting to meet people, and they're asking questions. Some of them are challenging questions, but that's good. That's how it should be. I am standing for election in 5 years' time for Member of Parliament or Mayor of London, and so it's great. I need to get used to this, and it's good. A lot of people don't get out there from the world of politics, don't get out and interact with people. So it's good to get out, talk to people, have them ask you things, and you need to have knowledge in your head. I don't have it all now because I'm not running for another 5 years, but I try to answer questions. If I don't have encyclopedic detail, I answer from my gut. So that's what I try and do. I try and be honest and open, and and I have nails painted, and I am transgender, and I don't care about it. And most of the British people are sort of cool about it as well, which is nice.
How do you feel about celebrities influencing young people's votes.
Well, if celebrities can come in and just get people involved in politics, I think that's got to be good.
Do you feel a bit of a pressure, you know?
There's no pressure, no pressure, no. I mean, I volunteered to do this. I'm not being wheeled out by anyone. I said, can I do this? I said it to the Labour Party. I want people to vote for the Labour Party, but above all, I want them to vote, especially for any of the moderate parties. The extremist parties, the ones way out there, I say, don't vote for them. They're crazy. But voting for the rest of it, you know, as long as they use the vote. Men and women did fight and die for the vote, and they're fighting and dying at this very moment in the city of my birth, which is Aden in Yemen. I was born there. They're in civil war right now, and I am quite sure that most of those people just want to get democracy going.
And you're very passionate about 16 and 17-year-olds having the...
Yeah, 16 and 17-year-olds, give them the vote, yeah. You know, it's, I think in modern civilized world we have taken a lot of control away from teenagers. Life used to start for them at 13 at puberty. That used to be the beginning of life. We said, oh, that's way too young, and then we moved it right up to 21, then we scaled it back to 18. Let's bring it back to 16.